Hello friends, I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be doing another project pan update. This will be the last one before my finale at the end of the month. So if you want to catch up, I'll leave a playlist. You can go back and watch the rest of my project pan. I also recently uploaded my 2026 plan to pan. So if you want to see what items I am wanting to finish next year, I will link that at the end and in the description. And yeah, if you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Megan. I do a lot of Shop My Stash, Project Pan, that kind of stuff. So if you enjoy that kind of content, be sure to subscribe. And if you like this video at any time, please hit the thumbs up button. It really does help other people find my channel and let YouTube know that you're enjoying this kind of content. So yeah, without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump on into the update. Okay, so I am recovering from surgery, so I am gonna just do my best, but if my energy seems low, that is why. I'm tired. But anyways, let's jump on in. I want to start with an exciting empty. I was able to empty the Vitamin Rich Face Base from Bobbi Brown. This is like a mini / travel size, and it did last me a while. I rolled it into the project with a beginning weight of 0.62 ounces. The last time I saw you, it weighed 0.55 ounces, and when I finished it, it weighed 0.37 ounces. It took a total of 32 uses to empty this product, which I personally feel like is quite a bit of use out of a component like this small. Like, this lasted much longer than I thought it would. I was thinking like 15 uses, absolute tops, but it ended up holding out. Since I saw you last, I used it 8 times. So yeah, exciting empty, woo! Okay, next up we have the Chanel bronzer. Last time I saw you guys, this weighed 3.10 ounces. It's now weighing 3.08 ounces. So we did have an ounce change. I did only use this 5 times since I saw you guys last, which brings my total usage up to 112 uses. I am gonna do something perhaps controversial, but I have not been using it because I have lost what little bit of tan that I have left. So this has just been too like warm / orangey. Like, you see how dark that is? And it's too warm orangey for my skin right now, and I was really just hating how it looked. So it kills me to do it, but I'm gonna rotate it out because I don't like the way my makeup looks. But if I keep using it and not liking the way my makeup looks, I'm gonna start hate panning it, and I don't really want to. Like, there's already enough miserable shit in life that I don't want to hate pan my makeup. So I'm gonna rotate it out and just hope that by the time we get around to like spring, summer, it will still be fine to keep working on. Like, I'm not planning on decluttering it or anything like that. I'm just planning on rotating it out until it is a good match for my skin tone again, and then resuming panning it. So yeah, I've thought about this a lot over the last few days, and I just think that that is going to be the best option. I have another bronzer that we worked on earlier this year that I'm going to rotate in its place. So it kind of works out that way, but I am going to rotate this out for now. Next up, we have the Milk Makeup Blush in the shade Work. That's what it looks like right here. I'll put pictures up so you can see what it did look like. Since I saw you guys last, I used this 6 times. Like I said, I have had surgery, so I didn't use makeup for a whole week since this past update. And I also was trying out some new blush, so I didn't get to use this as much as I would have liked. So I only used it 6 times, which brings the total usage to 48 times in this project. This is going to be my December blush because I refuse to let it go into 2026. So I will be using this exclusively until it is gone. This point moving forward. So That's the vibe for this. We are going to finish it, I swear. While I already have this quad out and in, I'm gonna rotate in this product right here, which is a Milk Makeup Bronzer in the shade Baked. I rotated this out in September because I really wanted to hone in on the Chanel one, but I used it the other day and the tone, it's what I used today. The tone looks good. It matches me right now. So I want to rotate this back in. Total usage prior to today is 10 uses, so not that much. I definitely think this is probably going to be my go-to cream bronzer for a little bit, especially since I am rotating this one out. I don't by any means think that I can finish. I cannot talk. Hopefully in editing, this all comes across sounding very coherent. But I'm over here like, blah. But anyways, I don't think by any means that I would be able to. Okay, then I got a phone call, so I don't really know where that cut me off either. But yeah, I've used this 10 times prior to rotating it in. I don't think I'll be able to finish it by the end of the year, but this is something that I would like to wrap up during the first couple months of next year. So gonna kind of get a jump start on it in that sense. Next up, we have the Dior Star Glow, the Star Filter in the shade 0. I only used this 6 times since I saw you guys last. I didn't get to use it as much as I would have liked because I was focusing on that Bobbi Brown primer, but I did get 6 uses in, which brings us to 74 total uses in the project. When I saw you last, it weighed 3.82 ounces and is now weighing 3.77 ounces. So we did have a shift in weight. I don't think that you can, like, maybe it's settling just right here under this line, but I can't really tell for sure. So I didn't mark it. I don't know if this is something I'm going to be able to finish by the end of the year. I definitely think it's going to be close, but I think as long as I try and I use it the majority of the time when I do my makeup, I think that we'll get really close. So yeah, we'll see. The Armani concealer, we didn't have as big of a dent as I would have hoped for. I think we're probably down like a skosh under there. I was really counting on this to go down in weight. Since I saw you last, I used it 10 times, which brings the total usage to 38 times. But how I've been using it is like to spot conceal or all over my face or whatever. I haven't been using it as concealer. So I've been using more product than I typically would if I was only using it as concealer. But we still didn't see like a huge change in weight. The last time I saw you guys, it weighed 1.11 ounces. And then today when I weighed it, it weighed 1.06. So it came down a little bit, but not as much as I was hoping. But yeah, I'm going to keep plugging away. I have found that this works fine as like a spot conceal or a little bit all over my face before I do another light coverage tint or something like that. So I think I will be able to use it up that way. If I will be able to use it up by the end of the year, I'm unsure, but I'm glad that I've at least found a way to get use out of it so that I can finish it up. Next up, we have the Gucci Bloom from Gucci. Since I saw you last, I used it 3 times, which brings us to a total of 8 uses in the project. It weighed 5.83 ounces when I saw you last. It now weighs 5.8, so it did go down a little bit. I didn't use this one a ton. I did get some new, to me, like travel fragrances, and I've been testing those out, so I haven't pulled for these much. But, so yeah, I don't think that I will be finishing this one by the end of the year. It's likely going to be rolling over. Next up, we have the Huda Beauty Faux Filler Gloss in the shade Bombshell. Since I saw you last, I've used it 8 times, which brings us to a total of 29 uses in the project. This is another one I think is going to be kind of close. Like, we have made progress on it, but I feel like we didn't make as big of a jump as we did last time, which I mean, obviously I didn't use it as much, but I'm hoping that we're either going to be able to finish it by the end of December, or it's going to be something that I'll be able to wrap up very quickly in the beginning of January, just because it's getting like a little bit older, so I want to use it up. But yeah, that one is still kicking. Speaking of something that is still kicking, my friggin' e.l.f. Instant Brow Lift Pencil. Look. And you want to know what? Since I saw you guys last, I used this 14 times, which brings us to a total of 44 uses in the project. I definitely thought that it would be gone by the time I saw you guys, but I think that this is one that is gonna fight me till the end of December. So I'm probably going to use this one solely and not my other one, just to ensure that we finish this and can get it wrapped up by the end of the year, because at this rate it could still be hanging on, and this is one that is so close that I'm just ready for it to go. Next up, we have another empty. It is the e.l.f., what do they call these? Glow Reviver Lip Oil. You can see some product there on the side from where I was laying down, but once it's like settled, you can't get it out and it's a pain. I could take the stopper out, and I have taken a stopper out on one of these, but it gets so messy and gross all out around the lid, and I just don't want to deal with that. It's nasty. So since I saw you guys last, I used this 5 times, which brings it to a total of 36 uses in the project. This oil is fine. I don't think it's the best I've tried, and I'm kind of over e.l.f.'s BS right now, so I definitely won't repurchase. That being said, I am happy to have it rolling out of my collection. I also, for fragrance, have the Lancome Adore. I've only used this 4 times since I saw you guys last, bringing the total usage to 9 times in the project. When I saw you last, it weighed 7.51 ounces, and we do have a pretty good weight change. We're at 7.42 ounces. So even though I didn't use it a lot, we did see quite a jump in weight, which is really exciting. This is one that will obviously be rolling into the new year, but I wanted to go ahead and get it in and started because I do like the way that it smells this time of year. And last but not least, I did empty my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Setting Powder in the shade Pound Cake. Literally love this. There's some little trundles in here, but yeah, love this one. I already have my replacement open. I always have one of these ready to go. This one was my oldest though. I'd had this since 2023, which is why I put it in the project to make sure I finished it up. Now I think all of my powders are from like either late 2024 or early 2025. So they're within a more reasonable range. But yes, very exciting empty. I did use it 14 times since I saw you guys last, for a total of 148 uses in the project. So woo! So now we just have a total of 8 products left in the project until the finale at the end of December. Realistically, I'm hoping to finish up this concealer, this primer, this eyeshadow or this eyebrow pencil, and my Milk Makeup blush. Those are what I am really hoping to finish. Everything else, I think that it's reasonable that it's gonna roll over, and that will be included in my 2026 introduction. But yeah, I think that those are the things I realistically can finish. Fingers crossed, send me the good energy. As long as everything goes right, healing and stuff, I should be back to doing makeup like pretty much 4 to 5 days a week. So that definitely helps go through makeup. And yeah, that is all that I have, you guys. Like I said, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you go, and I will link some videos for you, project panning related, if you want to check out some other ones. I hope that you all had a great long weekend, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!